Aggressive. We, in the last few games, I think we've gotten away from being aggressive in the strike zone. Just being aggressive in the strike zone. Just really just trying to get back to just the basics of, from a pitching standpoint, get hit in the strike zone. Throw strikes, force them to swing the bat, force them to beat you by swinging the bat. And I think sometimes, and they're kids, sometimes our guys are just trying a little bit too hard, to get behind in the count. They start to overthrow instead of pitching. We got to get back to pitching. We won a game tonight. We were very, very fortunate. I thought Furman outplayed us. And they gave us some runs based on some mistakes. And, we got to get back to playing baseball where when we win, we beat the other team. We beat them because we out-execute them, pitching defensively and offensively. And, tonight, outside of accumulating, quite a few walks and making and scoring some runs based on some mistakes, we didn't do a lot. We didn't do a lot. KJ had a big home run. Defensively, we played okay. Pitching-wise, we threw the ball okay. Crawl was really good. He saved us, but, we can't keep dipping into that well, in the sixth inning. We've got to get deeper starts. But overall, we got to pitch better. We got to play better defensively, and we got to situational hit better. Got to execute our swings better with runners in scoring position. But we found a way to win, but we got to be aggressive. Our guys right now, I just think are, over the last few games, it just pressing a little bit. And that's been uncharacteristic of us through the first 20 games. But we had a good talk after the ball game. I think the guys will respond very well. We got a good group of kids, and they're extremely coachable. And, hopefully we can move into tomorrow and play a better game of baseball.
Good. That's all I can really say. It felt good, and I got a hold of it. It was 3-2, trying to drive the ball up the middle, and got lucky, and I hit it out.
Being from Greenville, how did it feel to hit that out here?
Felt good. I had one similar to high school against my fellow teammate Eubanks. So it was almost like a deja vu moment, but felt good. It felt good being home. I'm about 5 minutes from home, so I got my mom and dad here, and felt good playing against my former high school coach, Coach Lynch. So it was like, felt like a homecoming.
Must have been a special game for your dad, being a Furman guy.
Yeah.
Is that weird, or?
Not weird. Coach Ron Smith probably lives a couple houses down from me, so it felt like being home. So good.
Tell us about
Talk about this win to kind of, after this weekend to come back and after the long travel and win a wild game like this.
Right. Won the prettiest win we've had all year, but, Coach, we've had a couple ugly wins so far, and we talk about it after the game, and that's kind of what good teams do. They find a way to win in tough situations, and that's something that we have done pretty well this year. We find a way to win, we battle. Furman played great tonight, but they threw some wild pitches, gave us a couple opportunities, and we took advantage. So it is a big win after this past weekend.
Y'all 6-0.